In terms of stats, Overkill, the Flex, God's Hand, and Error are actually pretty good. However, you probably shouldn't use these one-shot gloves. Here's why. You see, the thing with one-shot gloves is they're actually pretty weak. The only thing they can do is one-shot players if they are close by. Of course, God's Hand is an exception to this since it does have its time stop ability. However, the cooldown for the God's Hand's time stop is just so long that it's really hard to use this ability in public servers. So any players can just use ranged gloves like Extended or Track, Hollowjack, etc. So one-shot gloves are actually pretty easy to counter. Another thing is that one-shot gloves usually get targeted and roasted in the server, especially over cringe. So you probably shouldn't use these if you don't want to get roasted the entire time you're playing slap battles. And honestly, one-shot gloves just get kind of boring after a while. I mean, personally, I don't really use one-shot gloves that much just because, I mean, they get kind of boring. There's so many better gloves in the games that are a lot more powerful than these gloves if you think about it. Another problem is that one-shot gloves are so easy to distinguish, especially Overkill, Error, and God's Hand. Some people might confuse the Flex for Boomerang or Reverse. However, it's pretty easy to tell that it's a one-shot glove once people start figuring out that you're just one-shotting people. So most people will either try to avoid you or just target you the entire time, which also just makes the game kind of fun for the person using the one-shot gloves. So yeah, I think personally you shouldn't use one-shot gloves and just try using a different glove if you're that one person that just always uses one-shot gloves. I'm not saying you should never use it, I'm just saying you probably shouldn't, use the Flex, God's Hand, Overkill, or Error as your main glove, as you're probably going to get roasted a lot, you're going to get targeted, and honestly it'll just make the game very unfun. But anyways, this is just my opinion, of course, so, none of this is factual. You don't have to follow what I say, but I'm just giving some advice. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.